Soto.
Hey.
How you doing? Tyson Johnson, Meet the Fighter.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
Good morning.
Morning, man. How's
nice
it going?
Day.
Yeah, it's hot out here. You guys ready to follow me around a little bit?
Absolutely. Find out what you're doing.
What I'm doing, what Porterville's about?
Absolutely. The mean streets of Porterville.
Yeah.
How long have you lived here?
Probably about since I was like in the first grade, so.
Okay.
A while.
You grew up here then.
Yeah, I think 17 years maybe, something like that. Been a while.
Been a while, for sure.
It's a good little small town. I'm a small town person.
Okay.
I've been everywhere, cities and everything, but wanted to come home, and I like it though.
This is where you want to stay your whole life?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've been able to like travel around the country with wrestling and fighting and see a lot of different cities, and like I said, I lived in Santa Rosa, but I've always just wanted to come here, and I just like the small town, you know, slow-paced life, and you know, want to raise a family here.
Great. Speaking of families, you're engaged. Mm-hmm. You have a fiance, obviously, who lives here with you.
Yeah.
Okay, and a baby. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
About 8 months old.
Yeah, 8 months.
Yeah, tell us about them a little bit.
She's getting crawling all around now, and you know, it's interesting kind of balancing that and fighting and everything, and training and staying up late nights with the baby. It's been good though. It's been real good. Nice change of things.
But she supports your fighting?
Yeah, definitely. You know, she's 100% supportive.
That's
and
awesome.
Yeah,
Makes it a
supportive.
lot easier then.
Yeah, she's really cool and real low key, real cool about everything. So.
That's cool. So Joe, I understand that you're home a lot. You get to spend a lot of time home with your fiance and your baby. Kind of run me through your day a little bit.
Usually, you know, I wake up around 8:30. You know, I get ready for the day, and then I watch the baby so my fiance could get ready. And then I head to practice around 10 o'clock.
Cool. You?
I'm fine. How
Good.
are you?
Tyson Johnson, Meet the Fighter.
Rocio.
Good. Nice to meet you, Rocio. Coming over to join us. I was just talking to Joe here. We're just wondering a couple of things. Obviously, he says that you support him in his fights. That's always a great thing.
Yeah.
What's it like actually seeing him fight?
I mean, it's real stressful.
Yeah.
I get real nervous. Like my stomach starts turning. You know, it's real nerve-wracking.
I bet. Now, obviously, you guys are raising a beautiful daughter together, living here in Porterville. What are your plans, like, as a family? You see the fighting continuing? You're going to support it all the way through?
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for 5 years, and I've seen, like, the ups and the downs, and I've been through it when it was, like, his hardest time, like his injuries and everything, so I'll be here, and I support it.
That's great. What about your little girl? Is she going to be a fighter or not, you guys? What do you think?
No, she's not going to be a fighter.
I don't know.
No cauliflower ear, nothing like that.
No cauliflower ear for baby?
I just want her to be, like, you know, in cheerleading and dance. And
Yeah. How about on a self-defense level, maybe?
yeah, I mean, I want her to.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely gonna learn.
Against, like bullies, you know, and all that.
I think
But I don't want her to be like.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day,
like
it's gonna be up to her. Like whatever she wants to do, I think we'll support that for sure.
Yeah. So we're not going to lead her towards anything.
Nah,
except maybe
yeah.
I just don't want her to be in that.
When Joe's getting ready for a fight, does he get cranky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grumpy. It's just like it's hard, you know. Like I just have to like be quiet and because I know like okay, this is the time where he cuts weight and he gets grumpy. You know, just kind of like stay away, don't like push things, you know, or.
Yeah,
annoy him too
she could
much.
tell when I'm kind of quiet. I'm thinking because I just want to eat. That's the.
I mean, I'm used to it now. Like in the beginning, I was more like, you know, like I'd get upset, like, you know, why are you grumpy? But now I'm like, okay, this is part of the process, you know.
Well, hey, thanks for having us here in Porterville. It's a beautiful little town. We really appreciate you guys having us over.
Of course.
And we'll be right back with more of Joe Soto and Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. How has fatherhood kind of changed your ideas of like fighting and stuff?
I think it kind of gives you more of a purpose to fight for. You know, you're not just fighting for yourself, or you know, you kind of actually fighting to provide for her and a better future for her. So it gives you some extra motivation.
Now you grew up here in this area, so you obviously went to high school here. Were you an athlete during that time?
Yeah, I started out playing football since I was real young, and in 8th grade I got introduced to wrestling and kind of did football and wrestling in high school right here at Porterville High School, and I really fell in love with wrestling, and that's kind of how I got started with everything. I ended up placing 7th in the state my sophomore year, My junior year I was ranked number 1, but I didn't place, I choked. And then I won it my senior year. I went undefeated.
Awesome.
And I didn't even get a takedown the whole year, so.
Wow.
Yeah, it
That's
was
sweet.
a good senior year.
Yeah, definitely.
After that, I went to Iowa Central for a couple of years, a junior college out in Iowa. John Jones went there. We were roommates, actually.
Okay.
So, and I think Cain Velasquez went there before he went to Arizona State. So there's a lot of good fighters coming out of Iowa Central. And so I wrestled there for 2 years at a junior college there. Yeah, I ended up coming home. You know, I was really, I don't know, I was watching a lot of like fighting online, fight videos, and I really wanted to fight. I really had the drive to fight. So I was like, you know what, I was kind of tired of school. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go home and try to be a full-time fighter. When I was younger, my uncle used to watch UFC videos and stuff, and in high school I went to the fights up here in Porterville, and I was like, man, I want to do that one day. And then finally I got introduced to Paul Estrada, who was my coach, and you know, that was before I left to Iowa, so I was kind of training a little bit before I left to Iowa, and I knew when I was done wrestling I wanted to compete. But after 2 years at Iowa Central, I was like, man, I don't know, something, I just wanted to do it. I couldn't wait any longer.
What are your goals? You got a Bellator contract relatively quick. What are you looking forward to next?
You know, just to keep winning fights and try to get back on a bigger show, a bigger organization, maybe back in the Bellator, maybe try to get into the UFC. Maybe that's my real goal, is to get in the UFC, really. I want to be there since I first seen it. That's where I wanted to be, and that's the goal right now. But really, anywhere, moving on to whatever organization will accept me.
You hold a couple of belts?
Well, right now I'm holding the Tachi belt, but I used to hold the Bellator belt too.
Okay. So you had the Bellator championship, and now
I got
the Tachi Palace Fights champion.
Yeah.
Bantamweight, huh?
Yeah, bantamweight.
35. How's weight cutting coming?
Weight cutting's good. I mean, it's always a challenge, but it seems like for the next coming fight, it'll be a pretty easy little weight cut, but it's always a little challenging.
And we're back here with Joe Soto here on Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. Joe, what does the rest of your day look like? What do you do from here?
Well, usually this is the time I say goodbye to my baby and head to the gym to get a good workout in.
And there she is. And what is her name?
Mila. Mila Rose. Little Mila Rose.
She's beautiful. How old is she?
She's 8 months now.
Fantastic. And who's this gentleman?
That's my dad, John.
John, how you doing? Tyson Johnson.
John.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, thanks.
John, what do you think of your son and his fighting career?
Well, it's been a good road.
Yeah.
Exciting. I'm glad for him. Man.
Yeah, and did you support him while he was growing up?
Yeah, I try to do everything I can for him. Everything I ask, I'm kind of there for him. You know.
Any concerns about your son fighting?
No, because I kind of know what he can do. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, anything's possible. But I just kind of let him make his choices. He asks me for advice, and I just, okay, do this, and then he makes the last choice. You know what I mean?
Sure. Were you an athlete yourself as a child?
I played sports and stuff like that. Never wrestled, you know.
Yeah.
They'll fight in the streets, but that's about it. You know. I was pretty athletic, but.
What were your thoughts when he told you, hey, Dad, instead of just wrestling, I want to be a fighter?
Well, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You can do what you want to do. You know what I mean? I just support him, but. You can be anything you want to be.
I'm sure your support is greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. John, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you soon. Once again, we'll be right back with Joe Soto on Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. After meeting and talking with Joe's wonderful family, we took off to his gym, which is very close to his home in Porterville, California.
So this is it. This is it.
Awesome.
We got some.
CBCA.
We got the mats taped up a little bit. Got some padded walls, so don't hurt yourself when I'm landing in it.
What I liked about the Central Valley Combat Academy is that it was very humble. No high-tech equipment, nothing fancy. You can definitely feel the hard work that goes on here.
Yeah, Well, I've been wrestling a little bit. Like, depends. If I get tired, then I'll put them on. But
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have a big group of guys that come in here. And
yeah, especially like, not so much in the mornings because everybody's working. Like pretty much everybody works. But even in this, like this morning crew, there's like Paul's tough, Poppy's is tough, all my stuff, Billy's tough. You know what I mean? So like everybody's pretty. They're gonna they're gonna be in your face, rolling hard. So.
Yeah, nice place here. I mean, it's hardcore. It's not one of those fancy type gyms where you go and you want to look at yourself in the mirror more than you want to train. You come in here to see VCA and you're working hard. I mean, this is the Central Valley Combat Academy. That's what it's all about. It's about you guys doing that combat.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's why the numbers are kind of small sometimes too. Is because we train hard and it's hot in here. So we train in the elements. You know, I don't have like AC or nothing. And I just want. Like for me right now, it's like not so much a business. I need people to help train with me. I need tough guys in here.
You know, when you get some good guys in here and you guys work and you sharpen each other up and make each other better.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is right now. It's kind of more focused on just getting tough guys in here that are gonna push me. You know, later on when I'm done fighting, maybe it'll be more like a business and kind of cater to like the business side of things. But right now, I need guys here to push me, and that's what I got.
So now it's time to get down to business. Time to find out what Joe Soto is really all about.
If I'm controlling here, maybe he's controlling my wrist. Come here and I keep tight here.
That was the one that I seen. Did you trip him or did you just lead his head?
I just pulled him down.
Okay.
Lead the head. He just went to his knees. So that was just, if we're here, we're fighting or something, I'm just going to duck this up. Another thing I can do is just do that sweep there. You do that sweep.
It was really exciting to see Joe Soto as a coach. It was awesome to watch him demonstrate some of his proven moves. While working with Joe Soto, you could tell that he is one of the best in the world. He was fast, he was strong, and his jiu-jitsu skills were excellent. You can tell he's worked out with a lot of top-level instructors. Here's where Joe demonstrates a jumping back breakdown. This is a high-caliber move.
My hooks are going to come in. Take his legs out. Now I gotta keep. Sometimes I push the hips and then I pick his back. Yeah. Alright. A lot of times I'm not expecting it. I'll just come out to the side, but like as he falls, I push his hip to sink him lower. So like
If you're caught in Joe's jumping back breakdown, the chances are you never saw it coming.
Wow, that's slick.
This is Richard Goodman, the official matchmaker for the Tachi Palace fights. Here to see his fighter, Joe Soto.
How we doing today?
Good, how you doing, Richard?
You guys looking good.
Thanks, man.
Getting a workout in, huh?
Oh, heck yeah, man. It's gotta be 110 degrees in here.
At least. That's how
At least.
portable it is.
bring us some posters or
I
what?
bought some posters for you, bud.
Look at
For
that.
the new show that's coming up for Thursday.
Night of Champions, Tachi Palace fights 20. Joe Soto, main event.
Call him, I'm gonna give these a poppy stick, hang him on his wall.
Pablo Martinez and Tachi Kid.
Hang him on the wall at your house,
I
bro.
think he's got enough posters in his house. He's got to fit them in with his belts.
I'm the Iron Man, and we'll be right back with more Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. Well, shit, Joe, it's been a great training day. We spent a lot of time here at the gym. I think it's a great place. You guys work hard here, and I think that's what it takes to get to that next level. What does your day look like after this?
Well, I usually just go home, spend some time with my family, and grab something to eat because I'm thirsty and hungry.
Cool. Yeah, 'cause I'm really thirsty and hungry myself right now. Why don't we do that? Why don't we get out of here? Let's go back over to your house, freshen up a little bit, get some food, and we can talk some more.
All right, sounds good.
Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. Joe, you have a Tachi Palace fight coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm defending my bantamweight title against Taeyeon Ware, and it should be an exciting fight. He's 11-2, I'm 14-2, so we both got great records, and we're both seasoned fighters. So it's going to be an excellent fight. You know, you gotta look out for everything, the unexpected. So I'm just kind of prepared if on my feet, on the ground, wherever it goes. I think he seems like he has some good boxing and some decent jiu-jitsu, so I'm just going to be prepared wherever it goes.
So we finally got on the road to the Tachi Palace fights. I'm looking forward to seeing all of Joe's hard work finally pay off. And we're here at the Tachi Palace fights. I'm here with the official matchmaker, Richard Goodman. Richard, what's going on here right now?
Right now we're just getting physicals, paperwork done. We're going to hit the scales about 4:30. We got to do photos, videos. I mean, it's a whole mess of things that we got to do before we get these guys on the scale.
There it is, your main event of the evening, Tachi Palace Fights 20 United Champions.
Here we are with Joe Soto. Joe, I know that you're looking a little tired right now.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm on the weight, so I'm a little drained for sure. It's a pretty tough weight cut, but I'm ready to go.
Good. I know just a few days ago we were seeing you, and you were about 9 pounds over. How's the weight going to look today?
Right on now. It was a little harder because I think I put on some muscle, so it was kind of hard to come off the last couple pounds, but should be on, so everything's looking good.
And it's your title fight, man. You're going to defend your title. Have you seen your opponent today?
Yeah, I seen him. I think he's still trying to make weight. Seen him jump on the scale, so yeah, I'm just ready to weigh in, eat, and then defend my belt.
We are backstage at the Tachi Palace fights with Richard. What's going on right now?
Right now it's just chaos back here. I got to make sure everybody's set up, hands are wrapped, gloves are checked. Just make sure everybody's ready to go in about 30 minutes. So really this is the storm before we get out there, and then it just gets easier after that.
Cool. Well, we got 10 exciting fights. We have the main event was supposed to be a bantamweight title fight. That title is no longer on the line. What happened with that?
Unfortunately, Tyson Ware was unable to make weight, so therefore we had to make it a non-title fight and a 3-round fight, and the champion still keeps his belt.
So what's the process of him not making weight?
Basically, he hit the scale first at the initial weigh-ins at 4:30. Once you miss that first initial weight, you have 2 hours from that time to try to cut that weight. Unfortunately, he tried 3 separate occasions and one was unable to make the weight. He was 0.4 of a pound over, and so I could only give him so much time before I had to make that decision to make it a non-title fight and make a purse deduction and everything else that happens when you don't make weight.
And so what was his reaction to that? Was he very upset?
He was upset because he said he's never missed weight in 4 years. So, yeah, he was upset more that he didn't make the weight, not the fact of the money being lost or not getting the title fight, just the fact that he felt like he let us down by not providing, the weight that he needed to be at.
We're here with bantamweight champion Joe Soto here at the Tachi Palace fights. Joe, I understand something's happened, and what's going on with your fight, brother?
The dude didn't make weight, so it's going to be instead of title fight, it's going to be a 3-round, just a regular fight, I guess.
Okay, so your title's been taken off the table, which I think is fine. He didn't make weight. 3 5-minute rounds, just for you to beat somebody up tonight, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. Hopefully all goes well. Should be still a great fight. So just excited to get it over with, really.
How you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good, a little nervous, a little tired. But once I get a good warm-up and get the blood flowing, then I'll start feeling better. But I'm just trying to focus a little bit, just trying to stay calm and relax right now until I get that warm-up in.
Well, good. Well, we're looking forward to watching your fight tonight, regardless of whether it's a title fight or not. We know you're going to put on a great show. So what's going on next? What are we doing?
Next, actually, we're going to be getting set up outside. I got to go check. I got a bunch of people, actually. My schedule just never ends. So, I mean, I got tickets galore in my pocket from people coming up that I paid for, and I got to make sure I meet them. I got to make sure we got to get we got to get you up in there because he's got to start the show. Without this guy, we have no show.
gentlemen, it's now time for the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds. He represents the Systems Training Center with a mixed martial arts record of 11 wins and only 2 defeats. He hails from Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Tyson Ware. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds. He represents the Central Valley Combat Academy with a mixed martial arts record of 14 wins and only 2 defeats. He hails from Porterville, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Tachi Palace Fights Bantamweight Champion of the World. Please welcome Joe One Bad Mofo Soto.
What the fans came to see right here.
Yeah, the main event.
It's Ware that takes the center of the cage.
Here, Tyson Ware has some good movement. He's pretty nice step in rear elbow.
Yeah, it's definitely a clash of styles right
Yeah.
now. Grappler versus striker.
Yeah. Joe Soto going for an immediate takedown.
He's a college All-American.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, he wrestled for, it was a junior college, but it was the same junior college as John Jones. Wrestled at.
Okay.
Joe was John Jones' roommate.
By jumping to the back.
Of Tyson Ware, not able to get it, so he goes to some punches.
Soto, it's tied, but it's definitely not under the chin. Palm to palm, that's the
There he
better
switches.
choice. That's what I'm talking about. The Melendez technique where he would end up on, kind of spinning Soto around. Soto spent a lot of energy there.
Oh, Tyson Ware put it on Joe Soto there.
Pop, pop.
Tyson Ware getting
Pop.
very comfortable here on the
Look at
feet.
head movement from Soto. Beautiful job there. Good leg kick. Nice shot from Soto. It's so hard to get single legs in MMA. You can reset.
1 minute remains in round number 1.
Nice combinations here by Tyson Ware on the feet. Nice
Left hook there by Soto.
Tough
Along with
round.
Javier Vasquez.
Tough round to call.
It was a
Very
tale
tough
of 2 parts.
round. Half the round. So I mean, you could go either way. It just kind of depends on how much you feel that Tyson Ware was in danger from Joe Soto.
Now it gets interesting. Ware really taxed his body trying to make 135 pounds yesterday, but not showing any worse for the Ware here.
Look at the movement here.
Comfortable is Ware.
Nice shot.
Joe
by
Soto's
Joe
in deep
Soto.
here.
Beautifully timed takedown. Got in real deep, locked his hands around the hips, and got the takedown. Beautiful takedown there. Yeah, going bananas over there. Poppy is screaming like a maniac over there for Joe Soto. He's gonna slip out.
Oh, nice little kick on the
job there.
stand-up.
Nice job there by both guys.
Tyson Ware still game here. Throws a body, but Joe Soto capitalizes with a takedown.
I tell you,
Tyson Ware forward with a triangle choke.
he's got to. Joe Soto needs to circle towards his right. He's got to go into the technique that I call Death Dog 2, looking to counterpunch.
All right, let's see if he can outstrike Joe. Let's see what he does. I know Joe's been working on his striking a lot.
Where not overcommitting. Another beautiful shot by Soto. And down he goes again.
Soto stacks inside the guard, lands a nice little elbow. Throws another that misses.
He's going to the north-south here.
Might have a Tyson Ware able to wiggle free. Solid stuff from Ware. Nice uppercut there by Ware.
By Tyson Ware here. And Soto's just timing the shots. Beautiful, beautiful job, beautiful scramble. Heel runner now.
Full mount for Joe Soto.
Soto's got to control the mount, which he's not able to do, but he still remains in top position.
Really kind of have his way with Tyson Ware. I mean, it's a tale of 2 fights. When Tyson Ware is on his feet, he's doing well. When Joe Soto's on the floor,
He's one of those few guys that's smart. Just because you're not a box don't mean you go and start boxing everybody.
Exactly. Got one more round to win this fight.
Soto feinting the shots. Look for him to feint the shot and possibly throw a right hand over the top. If the right hand lands, another beautiful shot cutting the corner here. Soto now in desperate search of a guard pass. He's going with a slice pass right to the mount, attacking the head and arm choke once again. I believe he's got a better neck wrap in this one. Oh, he lets it go again.
now he's framing up a possible triangle.
Tyson Ware needs to attack the triangle and clear his right foot to cross his feet.
High level stuff from Joe Soto. He knows everything that Ware's attempting. With that north-south choke, this one might be deep.
Get out. This time he's not going to get out because
it's over. Joe Soto victorious. A non-title affair, but the bantamweight champion looks solid in the night's main events.
Out of the red corner, Joe One Man Mofo
Soto.
Again, firmly on the map. This kid belongs at a big show. Not sure what he has to do to get there, Hobby, but if he keeps doing this, that call's eventually going to come.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another exciting night here at the Tachi Palace Fights. We got to see some exciting fights, some great battles, and I tell you what, we even got to see Joe Soto, our Meet the Fighter alumni, as he did a 3-round battle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back. We're going to talk to Joe Soto, find out how he's feeling after that long, hard fight. We'll be right back after this with more Meet the Fighter. Everybody in the world, I know except Joey tomorrow.
You get a Facebook or something.
For the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that ever gives me problems. Jimmy don't.
No?
He does. No.
Joe, tell me about your fight a little bit. I mean, it was tough. Looked like he was trying to outbox you a little bit. Did you have any problems with his boxing?
Yeah, I mean, I did kind of. I felt a little tired because I went for some chokes early in the beginning of the fight. And I was trying not to go 100 because, you know, sometimes you go 100 and I knew I didn't have his neck all the way, so I went about 90, but still my arms were a little tired. And he was pretty good. The stand-up was pretty legit. And I was looking to wrestle too, so I was kind of looking to wrestle, and it's kind of hard doing, like, mixing it up. We still need to get better at that.
Sure. Did you have a game plan going into that fight?
Yeah, the game plan, you know, was just try to mix in the wrestling and take it to the ground and finish it with the submission. I was looking for a submission early, but then I figured, hey, he's kind of tough. He was defending a couple of submissions, so I was like, ground and pound him. You know, I tried to switch it to ground and pound a little bit more, and it kind of opened up the submission later on.
At one point, he actually tried to put you in a submission hold. Almost tried to put you in a triangle choke.
Yeah.
Did it scare you a little bit?
Lazy, and he threw me in a triangle, and I was like, I knew that was coming, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm in a dangerous spot, especially with elbows.
Yeah.
So, but I was able to slip out and not take too many elbows or anything, so that was good. Yeah, I was like, I can't believe I just got put in this.
At what point did you feel like, hey, you know what, I've got this. This guy's wearing out. Did you feel that?
I kind of feel him getting a little bit tired, but I'm never overconfident.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm never overconfident, like, oh, he's done. I'm always in the back of my mind, like, hey, he might come back, so just stay on, don't relax.
Submit him with which submission?
It's a north-south choke.
North-south choke. And I noticed that you had tried that earlier in the bout.
I tried that out, and he slipped out because we were sweaty. And I didn't want to go for it again, but my corner was like, hey, it's a close fight. Don't leave it to the judges. And they were saying north-south, north-south, and I seen it there, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And I slid it in, and once I kind of slid it in, I figured I had it.
I got to ask you, Joe, at any point during that fight, did you say to yourself on the inside, just not quite sure I'm going to win this fight?
Yeah, definitely. You question yourself sometimes. Like, you know, it's a mental game, especially for me. Some people are more mental than others, and I think I do that. Sometimes second guess myself. I definitely had to fight with myself in there too. You're not just fighting your opponent, you're fighting your own mind.
So what'd you do to overcome that then?
I just said, hey, you just gotta keep pushing. It's like, you just gotta keep pushing. It's just like I practice. When you're tired and you want to quit, you train so much that it's the same way in a fight. You just fight against yourself and fight against that opponent, and I did that, and luckily I overcame it.
Well, cool. Well, you did a great job tonight. I think the fans got their money's worth. I think, you know, I know that your wife is very, very happy. She's proud. She told me she was relieved. And, you know, we're all proud of you, man. It was a great job. It was a great fight. I think what you did is you really showed that heart. Do you think now you get that call?
I hope so. You know, I really do hope so with all my heart. But I just appreciate all the support that you guys giving me and all the fans there.
Well, you know, Meet the Fighter was right there with you, and we were glad to be. And
I'm glad you guys could be a part of it.
Absolutely, man. And we look forward to more great things with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let Joe Soto get some rest. We'll be right back with more Meet the Fighter. We went back to the Central Valley Combat Academy to follow up with Joe Soto, who took the opportunity to train with Joe and Poppies Martinez. After that, I wanted to talk to Joe about a call he received that may change his life forever. So we're back here in Porterville, California, home of Joe Soto, right here at the Central Valley Combat Academy. Joe, the last time we were here, it was right after the Tachi Palace title defense. You did a great job defending your title, and right after that, you got a special phone call. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I got a phone call from Sean Shelby and the UFC, and you know, they offered me a fight. I think I had 3 weeks' notice. Anthony Burchak, and on UFC 177. I ended up fighting somebody else, but that was the initial fight they offered me.
So right after your title defense, finally, what we were talking about that whole time, you got that call from the UFC. How'd that make you feel?
I was just happy, you know, dream come true. Just really excited. Just everything that I've worked for. I mean, you know, anything that you worked hard for something and it finally happens, it's just you're happy for it. You know, it's just really exciting. It's hard to explain. It's just really a dream come true. Really, I mean, that's the way to explain it.
What was the reaction from your family and friends?
Everybody was, you know, about time. About time. You know, everybody was excited, happy. People around town were just excited. You know, it's going to represent Porterville, and it was good. Everybody was ready for it. So like, I'm cutting weight. I just get done cutting weight. I'm in my hotel. I run up to my hotel, and I'm sitting there, and we got to go meet at 3 o'clock, and the weigh-ins are at 4. And so it's going to be 2 o'clock. So I'm just waiting. We got to wait for about 1 more hour, and I get a phone call. They're like, my friend's like, hey, the UFC's blowing up your phone. I'm like, all right, you better call back. So I call back, and it's Sean Shelby. He's like, hey, it's me. We need you to come down like right away. It's an emergency. So we go down to the lobby, and I'm like, man, I wonder what this is about. I was kind of nervous, you know, you don't know what it's about. And I was like, maybe I got to fight Jorgensen on the main card because Cejudo pulled out. But then when I get down there, you know, I go sit down with them, and he was like, you know why I want to talk to you? And I go, I don't know, you want me to go on the main card with Jorgensen? He's like, something like that. And he's like, Brow's out. Do you want to fight Dillashaw? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, don't tell anybody nothing. Dillashaw doesn't even know. You want to fight Dillashaw? And I was like, yeah.
What was going through your mind at that time? I mean, now you went from getting your chance in the UFC, you're fighting on the undercard, now you're fighting on the main card, and you're fighting against the current bantamweight champion.
Yeah, no, I was, well, like, the main thing was just losing that pound, because it was like, all right, here's the biggest opportunity in my life to, you know, to do good and make good money, be fighting for the belt. This is the opportunity everybody dreams for, you know, so, like, I'm like, I gotta lose this pound. Like, that was I was worried about, because I had it was kind of hard to get to 36, so then I had another pound in an hour. It's just, I don't know, it's just mentally. So that was like my initial thing, like, all right, this pound could keep you from everything. And then, like, I said yes, I said I'm gonna lose the weight. So, like, if I don't, it's gonna look really bad on me. They're gonna be pissed off at me. So that was like the biggest thing. But, and then it was just a lot of emotions, like emotional side of things. Like, I'd be cutting weight and I'd just break down and start crying because I was just so happy and thankful, you know, and I just couldn't believe it, I just couldn't believe it. I just started crying.
What was your game plan? I mean, you're ready to fight Burgess, and then also now you're fighting the champion. Did your game plan change at all, or what did you think?
No, I don't. I mean, I got kind of a game plan. You know, obviously I want to take it to the ground because that's where, like, I'm the best at. You know, I feel like I could tap anybody out on the ground in the world. You know, I have the ability to. So that's kind of like where I want to get it, but I don't really have any set. I try not to go in with any set game plans, because if that game plan don't work out, sometimes you're screwed. So it's just, if you feel like you're the best martial artist everywhere, you know, then you should be comfortable wherever it goes.
Well, Joe, we thought that was a great main event. Thanks for an awesome fight. Okay, fight freaks, thanks a lot. We'll be right back with more Joe Soto here on Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter.
I remember one time he was like a ring announcer, and then like didn't you change the fight?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Billy Evangelista?
Yeah.
He like changed and then he changed back.
Yeah.
Although that was a brutal fight, did you change back?
Yeah, I changed back.
You guys both like after the fight, you guys just laid it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a good fight. You know, I was announcing and fighting at the same time. It's like, you know, I made history doing that kind of stuff. Matter of fact, I did it like 5 or 6 times where I'd be announcing the fight, and then go back out and announce the fight. Luckily, I didn't lose. If I would have lost, it would have really sucked.
Yeah.
Introducing the winner.
Yeah.
This guy. This Okay, we're back here with Joe Soto. Joe, we all saw it was a fantastic fight. Let's talk about that last round. It was a round that I don't think anyone saw you get into unless they know you, unless they've trained with you and know how tough you are. But for the main UFC fan, you know, it was your first fight. Nobody saw that coming. You went 5 rounds with the world champion, a man who destroyed a guy they thought was undefeatable. Tell us about that last round.
You know, just coming out, I was like, wow, well, going 5 rounds. That was actually the first time I got into the 5th round too. You know, I was like, okay, well I made it. I'm not gonna get finished, but obviously I did. But I don't know. I was confident. You know, people were my corner was yelling at me to go for a takedown, do whatever you have to do to get to the ground, or you know you got to finish the fight. It's just so hard when you're in the zone, you know, and trying to survive and stuff too. But I don't know. I went out there and I guess he threw a good combo. I didn't see the kick, and that's kind of how that ended. But I think a lot of it had to do with conditioning. My hands were starting to drop. Like after I watched the video, you see the last couple rounds, my hands started to drop the last 2 rounds a lot. You know, I had a high guard for a while, and then after once we got to like the 4th or 5th round, my hands came out. My hands were low already. I think that's a cardio thing, and I think it's something if I would have had a little bit more time to prepare, it would have been a little bit different. But you know, TJ's a tough fighter and a great fighter and a great champion.
All right, Fight Freaks, this has been another episode of Tyson Johnson's Meet the Fighter. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us as we invited you to meet the fighter. On Meet the Fighter.
Meet the Fighter.
Well, there is.
Meet the Fighter.
Awesome dude right here, and we're gonna do some big things.
Meet the Fighter.
Joe, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for having us here.